Hello and welcome back to Frühling, our Let's Play series on FS22. Right, we're just outside the bakery here in May. Hello, mate. You alright? Right, we're just outside the bakery. As you can see, it is May. We did end the last episode midway through April. However, after much consideration, nothing needed to be done. And May is very similar to that. We have cake, which is great. I reckon what we could do, what I'm going to do actually in May, is simply kind of organise a few things really. As you can see, we have our eggs here, they're doing their thing. Eggs and sugar are constantly being fed into the production as we just have so much of it. I don't think we'll need the trailer for anything, hopefully not. But yes, all is well here. Let's look at our other productions. We'll go to, this one's fine. Let's go to the dairy, have a look. Right, we have some chocolate. We'll put over here with the rest of the chocolate. This is the butter that was sitting. Why is it here? Oh right, because it had too much. Right, it's full up. So, right, that butter can stay there. We will bring it to the bakery as needed, or sell it. Haven't decided, because I'm not too certain yet. The other production we have is the sugar mill. As you can see, the sugar beets are going down very quickly. As I've said, the series will end once we are out of sugar for producing cake. So that might come quicker than I originally thought. However, it's not a problem because we might not have much sugar beet, but we've got a plethora of sugar right here as well. So I'm just going to get these moved back. I'm sure more will come to the forefront here in a moment. Sure, as soon as I move out of the way, we'll just get those tucked over like that. There we go. Yeah, much sugar is going to come. Actually, we might as well, just very quickly, get it all... oh my goodness. It's trying to climb the sugar there. I just wanted to get this all out of the way. It's not imperative to be done. It just, I don't know, kind of looks better if it's out of the way, and then we don't have to worry about more sugar spawning in the... or not being able to spawn, sorry. But right, let's get this one over here as well. Oh my gosh, it just doesn't end. Does not end. I don't think I've produced as much of anything as I have sugar ever in a production, which is kind of mental really. So I'll just get those tucked away, at least for now. Oh my goodness. Right, that's plenty, because if you look, it's only got... Right, yeah, we're fine. We've got lots and lots of room, so we'll just leave that there for now. If we do look at the rest of our productions, it seems as though everything is in check. Did that just show up again? Blimey, that just showed up. So much sugar, it's unreal. Right, let's go back to the farm. As I'll show you very quickly, we have our grasses ready to harvest. Of course, it's not ready. We will wait one more growth stage, which also means that I feel like field 13, our barley, might actually be ready in June. As it should do. At least we can wait till July. I will deal with the grass first because we can get it cut and dealt with, and then it can start to grow again. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go home, go to our farmhouse, and we will, right, very quickly just save. You never know when you go to sleep what you might wake up to. So we'll go till 9 AM. It might take a minute, so we'll see you when we're awake. Right, well, welcome to June. There's our property maintenance and production costs and everything. Right, so let's have a look at the map. All right, 13 is ready, so we'll be able to harvest the barley very soon. The only reason I would want to harvest that now is for the poor chickens. Oh no. Right, well, hang on a minute. We have a new horse. Ruby. Oh, that's brilliant. Hello, Ruby. Oh, that's wonderful. What about cows? Have we got new cows yet? No, but very soon, I'm certain of it. Wow, well there we have our final black horse, because Hope gave birth to Harrison, and then Harrison to Will, and then Will to Ruby, and next will be, I believe Eco. Actually no, Eco will give birth to the next horse. Anyways, that does not matter. I will now be selling Hope, which was one of our first horses. Kind of sad, really. And Eco will be reproducing next month, at which point I can then sell Eco. So I will go over there now, and in a very sad sort of way. The only reason I'm really hoping to do this is to save on oat. I know that sounds bad, but it has to be done. Right, so let's go to here. We have Hope. So we will lose £300 on that, which is fine. But look at the age. I know they live for a long time, but we just... it says for profit, but I wouldn't really say much of a profit there. But yes, we will sell Hope, and we'll do the one, and sold. Right, bye-bye Hope. It's been a pleasure. Right. Now that that's completed, we can hop into the Fent, and well actually let's have a very quick look at our grassy field here. Sneak in through the bushes. Ah yes, look at that. Nice brown tips on there. Perfect, ready to go. Right, we will find our lovely Fent. Should be right here. Oh right, I've swapped out for the Vermeer dressing. Looks quite nice with the bright yellow. Right, should have, as always. Right, I should have a very quick look at the horses' food as well. Oh, they're fine. Look at that slurry, is mental. I think the chickens will survive. What I'll do, here's what I'll do. I'll cut the grass first. I'll do that first, and then we'll get to harvesting the rest of it, because at least if the grass is cut, I'll feel better about that. And then we can look at potentially, maybe we'll do hay first. Don't know, not too certain, but I did have full intentions of cutting the grass first. I know the chickens need to be fed, but they'll be fine to wait just a bit longer. So we will head over to the big meadow first, just because I do enjoy getting that one done first, as it is a bit farther away. So let's get this all opened up nicely. I'll get it all lowered down as well. And finally, get it fired up. And we're off. So this will probably be one of 3 final cuts. I can't say for certain. I'm not very good at guesstimating when the finale will be. If you'd like to have a guess, by all means please do comment below and let me know your thoughts, what you might say would be the last episode. I didn't have a episode number in mind when it comes to the finish, just more the, I guess, the goal itself versus an actual episode number. But the fact that we're at episode 70 is absolutely brilliant. 77 is a nice number, very nice. I quite like that number, so that might be what I aim for, but I would love to hear your guesses. Right, as always, rambling on and on and on. So what we'll do, just before I stop my rambling and put us into a nice little time lapse here, I reckon that best course of action for the first cut of the season would be to do hay, just because it is June. I think it's a bit more realistic that way. Probably do 1 full run of hay and then 2 for silage, just so we can sell some more. Again, we can always buy what we don't have. I don't like to do that, but right, okay, enough of the rambling. Let's get to mowing. Right, well, there we have the grass cut already. Done and done. That's one nice thing about the whole grass cutting scenarios rather, is that it's very quick. It's a very quick job. The cutting itself is a very quick job. Maybe not all of the other bits, which is why I am very tempted to look into a bigger windrower as well. Potentially a tedder, but I believe that the tedder is fine, considering the windrower is the only thing we have not upgraded. Actually, I can't remember if we had a different mowing setup. Anyways, we'll get this put away, put it over here for now, because we will need it to load some grain when the time comes. But in the meantime, we hop in our beautiful dude's file. This we did have since the beginning, which is a brilliant machine. It will even get the beacons on. The nice thing about doing hay for this first run of cutting of mowing is that now we can actually let it to dry, which is realistic. So I've put this right in the way, which is no good. Just tuck it away in here for now. Right, so we can let the hay to dry, or the grass to dry, and then we'll ted it, and then that's a bit more realistic. So happy days about that. In the meantime, we'll make our way down to field 13, get that harvested, and then we can feed the chickens. So we'll see you down at field 13. Alright, we've arrived at our beautiful field. I've always liked this field. All of the crops all of them really that I've done in this particular field have always been so good. Not sure why in particular. I've just always really liked this field. I think the reason is, potentially, is that this field was one of the first big fields that we purchased, like proper big field, because we got this one first and harvested it quite a bit before we even purchased field number 7, which was our second big field, and then eventually 15 for the massive beet harvest. Right, oh of course, I feel like it's been a long time since I harvested. Beautiful. Alright, and do we have a swath coming? We do. Perfect. That's great for, well, obviously for straw. It's better if we had it, if we were doing manure, but because we've sort of stopped producing manure, the straw is just for padding for the TMR. So really we can just use it for that. I don't know if it would be worth doing a selling session of straw at the end or not, but probably. I don't see why not. I mean, it's still a product that we've produced and that we can sell, so why not? I am liking the fact that the that the yield is coming in very fast. Oh, another nice opportunity to use a brand new windrower would be to clean up this field, which we might do directly after we harvest. I haven't decided, but we do have a lot of slurry building up that we do need to spread on the fields, this one included. This will be the first one. I'm not sure what crop I'll put in, but it'll most likely be something that we can use to produce flour and also feed the chickens. So I reckon wheat will be the next crop in this field. As it stands now, we are harvesting our barley at a very reasonable rate of yield. I'm enjoying that very much. However, it might be time very soon to stick it onto another little time-lapse. The thing about these summer jobs, usually, especially with the harvesting, especially now that we have 3 fields back-to-back and we have our meadows, is that there's lots of jobs that do require a type of a time-lapse. Another thing that I quite enjoy doing, if there are many time-lapse sort of jobs, or jobs that require a time-lapse of them, I do like to do small sort of jump cut bits of real-time harvesting, mowing, or whatever it might be, and then sticking them together into a bit of a montage, if you will, or a yeah, montage. I believe that's the right term. But for this, it's, who knows? We'll see. It's nice to have both, in my opinion. And as I've been rambling for about half of the hop full, we will, and the headland's just about done. We will, in fact, stick this onto a cheeky little time lapse. Just like that, we've already filled the combine. That is the headland and 4 rows. Wow, it's going to be a good yield. Right, let's find the fent, and if I'm not mistaken, actually, our trailer should be in its home. Brilliant, all ready to go. Right, so we'll get this filled. Well, we'll get the combine emptied, I suppose. First, and then we can get this nicely filled. I wonder if we will fill. This trailer is very difficult to fill for the fields we have. As I've said in a previous episode, the main reason for this particular trailer is actually to sell silage, and it was a good deal. Oh, speaking of deals, let's have a very quick look, if we can do, at the sales page. Oh, hello. Wow, that would have been incredibly useful. Oh my god. That's got 4 axles on it. That's mental. We do not need that. That would have been absolutely brilliant to have about 20 episodes, well, 50 episodes ago. And that we also don't need, because I believe it goes in the front of a forage harvester. Nice to check the sales though, always nice to check. Unfortunately nothing for us. I was hoping for a windrower, but no matter. Look at how beautiful, actually very quickly, this is the first crop that we've grown in here. Look at that, the oats just look brilliant. It's a sea of green and it's beautiful. Very excited to harvest that. But we are harvesting barley, so we will head down. Oh, let this guy go, he's coming in very fast. Right, but we are back to field 13. We'll unload the combine and we'll carry on with the harvest. last little bit and done. Look at that. All the barley has been harvested. So, oh, no it has not. Sorry about that. Lied a bit. Missed that. I don't know how I didn't see that before. Anyways, that is now we're just about done the barley. And now we're done the barley. Right, okay. Let's swing by the trailer here. It seems as though we got quite a bit out of this field. Almost had another full harvester hopper. But we shall see. This trailer, as I was saying before about this trailer never really being full with grain, well, it looks pretty full to me. Not full, but pretty close. Right, we'll just get all that in there, and then I'm very excited to see exactly how much we did end up with. I'll probably, for now, for the time being, leave the combine here in the field. Come and collect it later on. We do have quite a bit on. Alright. Hop into the Fent. Wow, look at that. Only 61% of the trailer has been filled. That's still a lot of it. 24,000 litres of barley. Do you want to know the funny thing about all this barley? Is that none of it will be left over for flour production once we feed the chickens. I guarantee you they're going to take every single drop of barley. And since we are so close, we might as well find out together how much they actually take. But I reckon they're going to take the lot. Alright, let's find out. Oh, that's a very tight corner. Right, let's get back into third person here. They're still producing eggs like mad, but they are out of food. Have a barley bath. Oh yes, delicious, delicious barley. Every single drop, and they've probably got room left. Right, it is a 25,000 litre capacity, and that entire field has gone to the chickens, which is fine. I was hoping to have a bit of spare barley left over for our flour production, but that is no matter. Right, we can turn that off. The next thing we must do, well, so we've got two out here. Let's have a look, double check the sales. Oh, hello. That's very nice as well. Unfortunately, none of this is something we can use. However, I did mention in the last episode that I wanted to purchase a new windrower. So we have this one. It's been fantastic. It's a decent horsepower as well. Nice width at 8.4 meters. However, this is 1.5 meters more, almost 10 meters. Now, we could go even bigger if we wanted to. 15, and that one's 15 as well. That is just a bit more than we need. I reckon this is plenty. So we are going to... Well, you know what? We're going to purchase this right now. I like it very much. Let's get that changed to something a bit different. And 41,000 well spent. Plus we'll have the price of our other windrower as well. So, purchased. Ah yes, very exciting. Right, so what we'll do is we will connect to the windrower. We'll go find it. I believe it's... Yes, I can see it there in the small clearing. So we'll hook up to it. We'll go down to the shop. Oops, sorry. Damaging it en route. Well, not even en route. Haven't even made it that far yet. Alright, that's going to be a very awkward way to get it. Right, we'll connect to the windrower as though nothing... There we are, as though nothing's different. And we'll make our way to the shop, so we'll see you down there. Alright, and there is our beautiful, massive, brand new Krona Swadro TS970. It's a bit bigger than what we have now, just a bit. It'll look great on the back of the Fent, but what we'll do in the meantime is we'll get this one repaired and sold, and then we'll hook up to the new windrower and make our way back down to field 13 to test it out. Alright, well here we are. Let's get it unfolded. Get into the field. Now how many rows can we do? So it still seems to be just the 2, but it will be more beneficial come when we do the grass work as well. Yeah, might as well try and get this row in. Right, drop it down, fire it up, And we're off. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's wild. That is a massive row. Wow, okay. I didn't expect it to be quite that intense. Look at that. What a machine. That is incredible. Well, like I said, oh, you know what? I bet you anything we can get. Right, the nice thing about this style is that, if I'm not mistaken, is that we should be able to get, would be nice, but I don't know if it's possible, to get these rows. Oh no, it's not going to work quite that well. I was hoping to get this row into that row as well. Why won't that go down? Oh, I see. Right. Unless I'm doing something incorrectly here, but either way, it's going to be fairly neat and tidy. We're basically just putting it all into one row. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I can reach it over. I could go back over again, being that it's just so massive that I that I could go back one more time to collect 2 rows into one. But I think, well, maybe we could do, because it is just so massive. We shall see. But in the meantime, I will probably stick this back onto a little time lapse here, and we'll get ourselves all nicely sorted. Just trying to line up, see why. It would be nice if I could get those 2 rows to my right into that one row as well. Well, we'll try something. We'll play around with it. It is the first time we've used this. Yeah, it is actually the first time I've used this. So, like here, it would seem almost a waste to try and get those 2 together when I've just created the one. Maybe we should have stuck with what we had. Didn't know how good it was until we got rid of it. Nah, this is still great. This will be, we'll see the difference when we're doing grass work, because just that extra 1.5 meters will make a massive difference. I just need to get used to it, because the other windrow we had, it would put the row in the middle, whereas this one shoots it off to the side. So it'll be interesting once we get down into the meadows. But in the meantime, I suppose I should probably get the combine out of the way. But in the meantime here, we will carry on. What I will probably do, though, just to make life a bit easier, is put the 2 rows, because they will end up together as 2 rows. I might even just very sneakily put them all into one big row. Like these 2 into one, those 2 into one, etc. So if I'm doing something wrong with this windrower, then please, I don't know how I could do, but if I am, please let me know in the comments below. In the meantime, I will get this into a time lapse and hopefully done in a reasonable amount of time. And then what I might do is, once we're done this, before I start collecting, we will go back to the meadow, both meadows, and get the grass all dried. Well, tedded at least, and then we can get it turned to hay, get it collected, along with the straw as well. Alright, well there we have these massive windrows now. Not entirely certain if that's how it's meant to be done, but I do feel as though a lot of the difficult work is done now. The loading wagon will have no problem well, maybe it will have issues picking this up, but I suppose we'll just have to wait and see. We might have to invest in a bigger windrower as well. Oh, sorry, a bigger loading wagon. We just bought a bigger windrower. Right, well, we'll head back to the farm before we move on to the next task. See you there. Alright, we are back at the farm now, and we are going to move on to our next task, which will probably be to, well, before we can windrow the meadows, we will ted them, get them tedded, so we can create some hay. However, that will be in the next episode. We've got lots done in this episode. We actually traversed, well, more than 1 month, which is pretty intense, but when we've got lots to do in the rest of June, but we will conclude it in the next episode. So again, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, and bye for now.